My wife bought these SUNCAST 6x5 sheds from Costco. They're originally $800, and during the holidays they were on sale for $600. But if you buy multiple units, you get an additional discount. So she ended up buying 3, and the final price was about $1,600 with delivery. So it was almost like we got one free. So this is the video of how I assembled them. Enjoy. So definitely use an electric screwdriver when you're building this, because there's a lot of screws and this just makes it so much easier. Don't use an impact driver because that might be too powerful. You might end up stripping the screws. The only time I used an impact driver was for the crossbars where you had to drill the screws into metal. But other than that, I used my electric screwdriver and it handled the entire build. So this part of the build was just sliding these panels into the floor. They just lock in, and then you attach them to each other using these plastic rivets that come with the shed, and they provide a tool to install these rivets. So there's about, I believe, 16 or 20 of these rivets, but just twist them in and it locks them in. So this part of the build, you're putting these metal supports onto the plastic portion of the panels. This provides some rigidity so that the shed's stable. This is why it's important when you install these that you do it loose so that you can line up the holes to put the bolt through. See, these are not meant to be tight. These are lock nuts, so once they're threaded, they won't move. So you want to have some play in this because you never know if it'll fit perfectly. So even here, they're not not completely tight, just so there's some play. So when I put the roof panels on, they should go in easily. Here is the bane of my existence right now. This is supposed to go in here and slide through there, but it's not in there yet. Now I gotta somehow move this whole panel out, but it's in there pretty good. So now I gotta somehow finagle it to come out so I can slide it back in. So I was able to build all 3 of these sheds over the course of a weekend. The first one I did on Saturday. It took me about 4 hours. The third one I was able to pretty much do in 2.5 hours. The second one took a little bit longer, maybe 3.5 hours because of the roof issue. But all in all, pretty straightforward build, just a lot of steps and a lot of screws. So thanks for watching. Here's a little tip on how to get rid of the cardboard boxes that the sheds came in. I just watered it down a couple times, compacted it, made it much easier to put in my recycling bins. So yeah, wet your cardboard.